Hi, today I'm going to take you through the brand new Cosmic Shimmer Glitter Kiss. I've had lots and lots of questions on this and loads of emails of people asking how do we use it and what do we do with it. So to take you through the products, and the first question I get asked a lot is this the same as the gilding polish? And this isn't. It's in the same packaging as gilding polish, but it's a completely different product developed in a totally different way. Now, a few of the bits are exactly the same as gilding polish, so I'll take you through those. In the pot, you pop it open and you get your sponge applicator. This is exactly the same as gilding polish, and this means that you're not having to touch the product, which I know when it comes to glitter and things like that, really we don't want it absolutely everywhere. So we'll pop that down, and I'm just going to open up the pot itself, and this one is the light copper kiss, and if you can see there, what you've got is an extremely high concentration of a very fine glitter that's held in a Cosmic Shimmer glue type suspension. But what that means is we've got a very light product that can literally just kiss any of your craft products. So, to get started, the first question I've been asked is how do we use it on an embossed raised surface? So I've got a piece of black foundation card here, and what I've done is I've embossed this using the Brambled Rose 8x8 embossing folders, which is another new product from Creative Expressions for this year. And as we know, when we're using gilding polish, we build ourselves a little ski slope, so we don't put our tools straight into our pot, and we build up a layer on our sponge, using the rim of the jar to take the excess off. So that's all we do, so that what you've got is a thin layer on top of your sponge. Now, when I go on straight away with gilding polish, it gilds straight away. With this, we need to have a little bit of patience. And what we do is going left to right, we just touch the project. Now, as you can see here, this is actually laying down quite a considerable layer. You may find when you first use it that hardly any glitter appears. It depends on the colour that you're using and the folder. But what we've got then is a project that's been kissed. Now, if you do get hardly anything on there, don't worry, that's exactly right. Because what we do is turn it 90 degrees and then repeat the process. So going again, left to right, putting a layer on each time. And the way this works is the glitter is that fine and the suspension is completely clear. As we add on, where there is glitter already and where there's some of the binder, the glitter sticks. So we rotate again, another 90 degrees, take another thing of the product and go on, and we do our third direction. And what we're actually doing is, as we come to the card, we're kind of building up the glitter on top on the embossed, but we're also going at it from each direction. So finally, to finish, we turn it around 90 degrees again. If you think of it north, south, east or west, or England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and put your fourth layer on it, it's when we go with your fourth layer that you'll see it's on every part of the raised surface. So just finish off this last bit at the bottom. And there we go. And hopefully there you can see we've got now beautiful light copper kiss glitter all over just the raised surface. And this, to my knowledge, is the first product ever that can do this, where you can glitter a raised area. And the fantastic thing is this is from Cosmic Shimmer. So this is now 90%, 95% dry. The actual, you can glue this down, you can die cut this at this point, you can do anything else to it. To actually be fully dry is about 1 minute to 2 minutes, which makes it a real difference from some of the pastes that are available with glitter in, which do take a minimum of an hour to dry. So that's our first technique, and that to me is the wow on this one. This is what made me fall for this one as soon as I saw it. What we can do is we can take that, and I want to show you here, this is where I've done, and I've used here the silver kiss on top of black, and I've built it up into a card using the Bermuda die from the new Sue Wilson collection. And it shows how beautifully it looks. For wedding stationery, for invitations, I think this is out of this world. But it's a definite different look than we can get with anything else. So next I want to show you how we can use this on your die cuts. So you saw on that sample, we'd actually got it kissing around the edge of the die cuts and the flower. So here again, I've got the same die again. I've just cut and embossed this. And again, take some, you can see here how little I've got on the applicator sponge. If you've got it like that, you've got too much. You want to be using the least possible, and you can see how little I'm actually using for each project. And all you can do is you can either leave it down flat and you just kiss around the outside. And that gives me then a beautifully glitter kissed edge. If I wish to build up more, this comes in layers. So instead of trying to add a thick layer on, you just simply add more. And what happens is, as you add more of the product or add further layers, it builds up. So in effect, if I keep going around this shape, what you'll see is the whole edge will suddenly become copper glittered. Just rotating it round each side. I always like to work left to right. Again, if you're left-handed, left to right might be easier for you. That doesn't matter. But if you can see there, what we've got is, that's now completely glittered. And this is because it's Cosmic Shimmer based, die cuttable. What I've got here is one of the Chrysanthemums. So this is one of the Chrysanthemum dies that I've made up again from the new collection by Sue Wilson for Creative Expressions. And all I want to do is to kiss the individual petals. So take some of the glitter kiss onto my sponge again and just run the sponge over the petals. And again, as you can see there, they are all dry and separate. If I wanted to glitter individual petals of a flower, I would need to paint glue onto each individual petal in turn, and then add dry glue, tap it off, wait for it to dry, add more glue, add more glitter. With this product we can build up layers, so we can just keep going again until I've got almost, this will now look like an old piece of copper, a flower that's been cut out of copper and blackened with age. And there we go. Every petal is separate. Right, these are available now in most major retailers. So you should be able to get them in most of the shops that stock Creative Expressions and Cosmic Shimmer products. If you're not sure where your nearest stockist is, if you go to www.creative-expressions.uk.com, and there's always a link to the web address on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, etc. Go to the top right and you'll find a button that says Find Retailer. Click on that, enter your postcode, and it will tell you where your nearest retailer is. You can then click through them and see if they've got the product or if they have listed as ordered it. But always remember, any retail shop that deals with Creative Expressions products can order you anything. So if your particular local shop hasn't got it, you can either email them, call them, or pop in, and they're able to access the entire range of products so they can order it in for you. And welcome back. Sorry guys, we've had some real technical difficulties with our Wi-Fi and things. So we've just relocated into our busy craft workshop here at Creative Expressions HQ, or CE Towers as my friend calls it. So I'm going to carry on and just show you a few more techniques. Again, any questions, pop them in the comments. We'll try our hardest to answer them for you. So what I've got here is a mask, and this is the Leafy mask by That Special Touch. And I've just taped it down loosely to a piece of black foundation card. I'm going to take here, this is the Sea Green Glitter Kiss, and this gives you the best idea and shows you how it can go when you're putting it on first time. So again, going left to right, and when I put this through the mask, you see that effectively I'm achieving virtually nothing. But that's right, what we're doing is putting a base down. So as I rotate it 90 degrees, take more product, and then as I start to work it through, again left to right, the glitter starts to build up. And if you take your mask off at this point, what you'll have is a beautiful edge all the way around, showing you design and the gaps in the middle. But as I then start to go down with my third layer in my third direction, you can see that the glitter is starting to build up in the centre. So again, just go through, third layer, there we go. Now rotate it fourth time and then start to put it in. You can see this time, as it's going in for this fourth occasion, how it's building up in the centre. So this product is about patience and movement. So it's making sure that you're moving the card at all times. So I'm going to give it another turn. And then just as you can see here, it's actually working through. So take it through all of these, and there we go. Now, the fantastic thing is, normally, if I wanted to mix a second colour into here, what I would have to do is take some of the second colour, put it onto my craft mat, spread it through my mask, and then, once I was finished, I'd have to bin what was left. Because this is made with ultrafine glitter with the Cosmic Shimmer binder, what you'll actually find is I can go in here with a lighter colour on top of the green, so this is the silver chrome, and I can work the silver in the same manner. But you can see there's a little bit of green on my sponge, but as I go in, not in my pot, because the product doesn't have any colour pigment in it. And what that means is there is nothing to contaminate your pots. All you've got is the colour comes from the glitter itself, rather than it being from a pigment. So here I'm able to mix together the sea green and the silver, and it looks almost now as if, oh well, it's not going to come out great, but I promise you, when we take the mask off, how amazing that comes out. Got that beautiful rim all the way around, and then the raised area in the mix of the green and the silver. And again, if you wanted to, you could go on with another coat to completely solidify that. So if I just go here, I can show you, this is one I made earlier using the amethyst and the silver together, and hopefully there you can see how the designs come through. But the great thing is, number one, this is virtually flat, and secondly, this is dry. So this will be completely dry within 5 minutes. The final thing I wanted to show you is, this is the first ever product that we've developed, and one of the first ever products available where you can actually stamp with the glitter. So what I've got here is, this is my new knotted wood grain stamp, which is one of my A6 rubber stamps from the Language of Flowers collection. And all I'm going to do is ink the stamp very lightly using the Glitter Kiss and the applicator. Now, if the stamp looks as if it has enough product on so that it actually will stamp correctly, then it's actually got too much product on. All we have to do is lightly do it, is turn over and give it a really good press. So give it a good press down, and that will transfer the glitter. And because it's so super fine, you'll get a full imprint of the stamp, even though the stamp looked as if it didn't have enough on. And the fantastic thing is, that's dry. And if you polish it with your hand, see, even there, it will make the glitter lay flat and you get even more shine. So very quickly, I want to pull out one project and show you them, all the elements come together. And there we've got stamping with very fine stamps with the Glitter Kiss in the silver. Same with the background. Flowers done as we did in the previous link. And then this canvas, which has been done with lots of different colours striped on and through a mask. There's loads of techniques you can do with these. That's just touching the surface. but we really thought it was valuable to answer some of your questions by giving you a quick video on what you can do to start with, and there'll be far more coming.